Om Shuklam Baradharam Vishnum Sasivarnam Chadbhujam Prasanna Vadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vigno Pashante Yasyatma Bhutasya Guru Prasadhat Aham Vimuktoshmi Sharira Bhandat Sarvopadeshtu Purushotamasya Tasyangre Padma Pranatosmi Nityam प्रह्लाद नारद पराशर पुंडरीक व्यासामृष सुख सौनक भीष्म धाल्भ्यान् रुक्मांग उदव विभीषण फल्गुनादीन् पुण्यानिमां परम भागवतं नमामि जन्मादि अस्य यतो अन्वया एतत्सर्चा अर्थेषु अभिज्ञा स्वराट् तेने ब्रह्म हृदय आदि हवये मुह्यन्ति यः सूरयः तेजो वारिमृतां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहं सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्म प्रोचित कैतवत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवम् अत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृत किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृदि अवरुध्यते अत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूभिः सक्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखद अमृतं मृदव संयुक्तं बिबद भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् वासुदेवे भगवती भक्तियोगप्रयोजितः जनयाति आसु वैराग्यं ज्ञानं च यत् अहैतुकम् शृण्वतां स्वकथा कृष्ण पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनः हृदयन्तस्थो हि अभद्राणि विदुनोति सुहृत्सथाम् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठकी वासुदेव परा वेदा वासुदेव परामकाः वासुदेव परा योगा वासुदेव परा क्रियाः वासुदेव परज्ञानं वासुदेव परं तपः वासुदेव परो धर्म वासुदेव परा गतिः कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नाम संकीर्तनं यस्य सर्वपापप्रणाशनं प्रणाम दुःखशमनं तं नमामि हरिं परम् हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय. In the last class we saw how Aditi was feeling very miserable that our children were homeless. They were wandering, disguised, not having a place to live because Bali Maharaj, along with his associates, have occupied the heavenly planet and many planetary systems. Therefore, the Devatas did not have any place. They've gone hiding from Bali Maharaj. Aditi, seeing Aditi's condition, her husband Kashyapa suggested her that Payovrata, a vrata, an austerity, if she performs, the Lord will bestow His mercy upon her and provide a way where her children can be saved. And the instructions was given by Kashyapa Muni to his wife that I just remembered one point when I said this term called Muni. So usually we think Munis and Rishis. This is completely a side topic. It just popped up on my thought I want to share. Usually when we say Muni and Rishis, sages, we always think those people are sannyasis, They live completely detached from the worldly things, family, and live in forest. But from here, we see many sages in the Puranas and histories that we learn. Many of them were grahasthas, meaning family. They had family. They had wives. They had some of them had more than one wife, rishis, and they had multiple children. Therefore, the message here that we learn is that even in grahastha life, in a family life, where with husband, wife, children, grandchildren, one can be a rishi, one can be a muni. That's a point here. Not that muni and rishis are those people who renounced from the family, who's given up the family. Not necessary. They're also called rishis and munis, but not necessary one has to do that one. Being in the family by following the dharma as prescribed for the grahastha ashram in the family life, one can still be a rishi and muni. Just a side note, side point, and I just thought I'll share here. Now, based on the instruction that was given by our dear husband, Aditi strictly followed the vrata, very strictly followed the vrata to the detail without missing anything. And we also saw this details in the last session, last class. And at the end, we also saw that a beautiful, the Supreme Lord appeared as Aditi's son, and he was none other than Vamana. Vamana, one of the main principal avatars of Lord Krishna, Narayana. So Vamana appeared. He was so short. He was very short, but very cute. Very short and very cute, charming, splendid, and effulgent. And looking at him, people can understand he's not an ordinary person. So he was so pleasant to look. Even his look was smile and eyes and everything was perfect. Everything was perfect. Even though he was short, he was so charming for everyone's eyes. And the sacred thread ceremony was happened after some period. Sacred thread ceremony happened, and we also learned that how many devatas, many they all came and they offered their gifts to Vamana Dev, Vamana. Then the news came that Bali Maharaj is performing a puja, and he is giving charity to all the Brahmanas, everyone. So Vamana, being a son of a Brahmana, he himself as a Brahmana, he decided he will go and beg for alms from Bali Maharaj. So he went. He went to meet Bali Maharaj. As soon as he went there, then looking at him, his personality, even though very short, but he looking at him, all the people in the assembly who were there, they immediately got up and paid their respect to this Brahmana boy, a dwarf, including Bali Maharaj. They were very impressed just by looking at him. Just by looking at him, they could understand that this is a very powerful Brahmana, very powerful Brahmana. They didn't understand this is the incarnation. He is incarnation of Lord Vishnu. They didn't know any of these things, but they understood. Ima is not be an ordinary person. He is a very special person. And as the boy came, Vamana came, Bali Maharaj also offered him respect and gave him a nice place to sit. And then he inquired him, my dear boy, Brahmana boy, what can now that you've come to my house, my place, I need to give you something. So please ask what you want. I will give you. It's a tradition. It is not just a tradition, it is a dharma that anyone who comes to home, they should be really treated as very special, very special person, right? Whether you like that person who came to your house or doesn't, you don't like that person who came to your house, doesn't matter. They came to your house. That means they should be treated as good as God. Hmm? So one has to invite them. A guest comes to home, one has to pleasingly invite them inside the house. Of course, with corona things going on, you might be asking back a question: how can we invite with mask, without mask, with the gloves, without gloves? I'm not talking about the current situation, but in general, what the Dharma Shastra says is the people, the guest should be invited and then given nice food to eat. First, they should be given a place to sit, and then nice uh, kushala prashna, meaning you should inquire them about their well-being, how they are doing, on everything, and then you give them some water to drink, and then give them some nice food to eat, and then give them some nice gift as they go. It is said if you cannot provide them a food, at least give them a place to sit. If you cannot provide the place to sit, at least give them some water to drink. If you cannot give some water to drink, at least speak some sweet words about speaking to them, inquiring about them, right? That doesn't mean that we only take the last option as the first option and speak nicely and send them off. That's not what the Dharma Shastra says. You have to come down, provided you for your inability to satisfy the higher requirement. Then you come to the next one. You cannot satisfy that one, come to the next one. That is how one should do. Not that we easily pick up the easiest option and think I also follow Dharma Shastra. That's not what it means. Therefore, when Vamanadev came to the house of the place of Bali Maharaj offered him, my dear Brahmana, it is my fortune that you have come here. By looking at you, I can understand easily that you have learned all the Shastras. So Bali Maharaj offered him, now what you like to have? You want cows, you want golds, you want furnished home, complete furnished home, you want palatable food to eat and drink for rest of your life, or do you want a Brahmana girl to get married and enter into Grahastha ashram, or do you want prosperous village, a place, a lot of villages. In those days, the kings used to donate even village um, what do you call, countryside, right? Here we see village, we don't use village very often over here. We say countryside, remote living, right? Isolated, a small place where few people live together, more organic lifestyle. That's supposed to be an organic lifestyle, right? So you want some villages, I will provide you villages. I can give you horses, I can give you elephants, I can give you chariots, I can give you anything that you desire. Would you please tell me what is that you want? What is that you want? And then Vamana said, my dear king Bali, I am very, very impressed, very, very happy and pleased by your austerity, hospitality, your hospitality. I am very, very happy. You are a very peaceful person. Be you being a grandson of grandson of Bhakta Prahlad, the great king Prahlad, who exhibited all the dharmas, wonderful behaviors and characters. He is known for his reputation. He is famous for his charity. He is a wonderful personality for his bhakti, how he takes care of the guest and brahmanas. You are born in that family. You are not an ordinary person. And your father, Virochana, is not an ordinary person either. Just by being son of Prahlad, he is famous too. All the devatas and demigods and Gandharvas, everyone praises them so much. You all follow the religious principle greatly and you respect everyone to the core of your heart. Therefore, I am sure that you will surely keep up your word of promises that you make. If someone praises us so much, right? If someone is coming and telling, uh, hello sir, you're such a wonderful person, you're so charitable, you're so nice, and you're so kind, and it goes on and on and on and on and on. Then it's obviously we should understand that person needs something from us, right? Why in the world that someone is going to come and really talk to us and glorify and praise us? A person needs something from us. If not today, they need something down the line later, right? This is obviously, it's very obvious. There are very less people who genuinely praises other person from the heart. From the heart, if genuinely praises, that's very rarely we can find such people. Otherwise, people have something in their heart, in their mind, when they speak to even any relationship or some that matter. If someone is really having relationship, talking to someone nicely, because they're expecting, there's an expectation of, not necessarily the expectation has to be to do with money or any matters. An expectation could be for some other reason. An expectation of, I need this person in a time of an emergency situation, right? In where this person can help me. Or it could be a reason where a person needs this person, therefore he is maintaining the relationship as a friend, just a friend. I need his friendship. That's also an expectation, not in a negative way. It is a good thing, but that's also an expectation, right? And the expectation goes to the highest. The highest thing is that when we try to have a relationship with someone, a friendship with someone, not expecting anything, knowing this person is going to turn around us tomorrow, but I will remain the same with this person, right? That is something, the very matured people will think about, the way that they are. They know, or they not that they have to know, they know the reality of the world. This person is very close to me. He respects me, he appreciates me, he likes me. But nevertheless, I'm not be very concerned about this person's relationship for that matter. But I like this person, because tomorrow things might change. The same person might change around and start talking bad about me. It's quite possible. Therefore, that is the highest matured way of how a person deals relationship. Therefore, over here, Vamanadev was praising so much. He was praising Bali Maharaj, right? So Bali Maharaj, as this is not new for Bali Maharaj, because many people come and praise him and take things from him. Takes from things. That's how it is. Those days and even now, that's how things are. Now Bali Maharaj is asking, yeah, what is that you really want? Could you please tell me what is that you want? And Vamanadev said, I need. What did Vamanadev ask for? Any children? Remember, what did Vamana ask Bali Maharaj for? Children?
Prabhuji, three boot of soil.
Three?
Bo- three feet of soil.
Yeah, he just asked for 3 pieces of land where each measured to his steps, it foot, right? Steps. Only 3 steps of land he asked for. And please understand, Vamanadev was really very, I don't have anything next to me here, but he was really short. He was really short. If someone is really short, can't just how big is footstep going to be? It's going to be very small, very small. 3 steps of like this, maybe something like this steps. One, two, three. That's all he is asking for. That's all he was asking for. And Bali Maharaj said, well, your intelligence is not sufficient enough. You're not very intelligent boy. Though you appear to be very intelligent, this doesn't seem to be very intelligent. You, being a Brahmana boy, you should have asked for more. Brahmana should know how to squeeze out from others, right? This is not what Bali Maharaj says, but this is one of the things that Brahmana means they should know how to take things from others, as charity. use it for good purpose, for their puja and so forth. Hmm. So when Bali Maharaj was not satisfied with this proposal, this thing, and Vamana started speaking. Now that small boy, the dwarf, the incarnation of the Supreme Lord, Vamana, he starts speaking. My dear king, my dear king, even if a person is given with the three worlds, entire world, the person will never be satisfied. The person will never be satisfied. If you've been given a best car, I'm just taking an example, best car, right? Whatever the latest car that you can think of, think about that car, and you go and buy that car. When you're driving in that car on a highway or some place, you immediately start turn around, see another car and different color. It could be a same car, but a different color. And immediately you start thinking, uh-oh, that color looks better than mine, right? I should have gone with that color. Or we're not satisfied with what we really have because of an uncontrollable senses and desires that one have. This is what car, Vamanadev did not give an example of car, but he's saying that a person will never be satisfied. A person who's never satisfied with what they have will never be satisfied in his life, even if you give three world to this person. You'll be very unhappy, not at all happy. Hmm? One should understand that everything that one gets in their life is due to one's own karma. There's no need for us to be jealous about someone. No need to feel to be pity about ourselves because we don't have these things. Rather, we should know that everything that I have is because of my karma. Everything that I don't have with me is because of what is that, children? If you have everything in you, that is because of your karma, you did good karma or whatever karma, you have it. If you don't have something, that is because of no one.
Prabhuji, Chris,
Karma Prabhuji.
That is also because of karma. Thank you, thank you. That is also because of karma. That is simple, as simple as that. But here is the thing: in the future, if you want to have something like that, now you start collecting good karmas, right? Don't keep thinking about, I don't have this one, I don't have this one, and waste life. If you really want to have something like that, you want to be the richest man, if you want to be a famous person, if you want to be recognized, if you want to have many followers, you don't have any of those things now, then you work hard towards that to accumulate good karmas. So in the next life, at least you will have these things. I'm not propagating this one. That is how that's a reality. What we have now is because of what we did in previous life. If you want this thing later, then start doing something so you can have those things later, right? That's a point here. Everything works towards karma. A dangerous thing in life is to be greedy, not being satisfied. A person who has unlimited desire and his greed cannot be controlled, he is going to have a repeated birth and death. Not one lifetime, many, many lifetime he has to go through. Therefore, my dear king, I am quite satisfied with three pieces of land. If you can give me, I will take it. I'll be completely satisfied. I don't want anything that you just offered me. I don't want anything else. I'm quite satisfied with that one. Yeah. Sometimes we do this shopping, online shopping. Right now, everything is online shopping, correct? So you go to Amazon, you want to buy something. Children, Anirudh, and who all are present here? I know Rukmini is here, Anirudh is here,
Hare Krishna
Sarvari
Prabhuji.
is here, Sarvari is here, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji,
Who?
this is Akshara.
Akshaya is also there. Anyone else? Any other children? Okay. Okay, you're a regular attendees, you are all. So thank you so much for being regularly attending Bhagavatam. Now you please tell me, one of you can answer or you all can answer. Have you ever done online shopping, going to Amazon or any of those things? Have you been
Yes,
three?
yes, Prabhuji. I get lots of toys.
Oh, you've done online shopping where you've done in Amazon?
Yes, Prabhuji.
What did you buy recently for yourself, Anirudh?
Well, I got the 10th house for my birthday last year.
What did you buy? Tent?
10th house for my
Oh,
birthday.
tent house. Tent house. You have a house, and inside the house, you have a tent house. Beautiful. Very nice. So when you are doing purchase of this tent house, when you're shopping to the browser, how many other items did your eye captured besides tent house?
Club houses which are bigger than 10th houses.
Okay. Were you thinking that maybe tent house and few other items you saw and you like few other items also, you thought that maybe I for next birthday I can reserve this one, I'll buy for my next birthday. Did you think something like that?
No, I was thinking that I could buy a big house when I move when in June.
Okay, so you thought about these things, right? Good. Now, when you're doing these things, you just keep always other things pops up for us. Many things pops up for us. Therefore,
Yes.
you're saying something?
No.
Okay. Like that, when you do the shopping thing, when we want to go and buy one thing, there are 10 different things that our mind get attracted to. Many other things we get attracted to. We start adding those things in our in a future shopping cart, right? Same thing happens. Therefore, an unlimited desire that we have is just not going to help us in any way. Rather, we should be knowing what is needed in our life and have those things that is needed to for our survival. That much is sufficient and good enough. That is what is important and needed. And then when this boy said, Vamana said, Bali Maharaj smiled. Bali Maharaj smiled. And he said, well, all right, I'm whatever you want, you take it. I promise to give you. Therefore, I'm not going to take my word back. So you can take whatever you want. If 3 pieces of land of your foot size is what you really need, take it. In addition, I can give you something. But the boy said, no, thanks. This is all I need. Okay. Now Bali Maharaj said, bring the water pot because in those days there's a procedure how you give charity, right? There are certain procedure how to accept charity, how to give charity. They used to pour the water in the hand and chant some mantras and then say that I am giving this to you. And then the other person receives it happily. Okay, that's how those things are. Therefore, then Bali Maharaj told to bring the water pot, Kamandalu, so that he can offer the donation, the charity to this boy. Immediately, when Bali Maharaj was ready to do this one, who remembers who was Bali Maharaj Guru? Bali Maharaj Guru.
Acharya.
Did you say what?
Shukracharya.
Shukracharya. Shukracharya. Shukracharya said, stop, 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 stop. Hold on. Bali Maharaj, don't do a mistake. Boo boo, don't do this one. It is, please understand, the person who has come here doesn't seem to be an ordinary person. It doesn't seem to be an ordinary person. He is Vishnu himself. He is falsely appearing like a brahmachari, Brahmana boy, and then he came just to take away everything from you. Take away everything from you. It's all trick. He is tricking you. In the name of asking 3 pieces of land, he is going to take everything off from you. You'll become a pauper. You will have nothing. You'll become a beggar. Therefore, don't be a foolish person and do not do this mistake. Don't do this one. He will take everything. And also, Sukracharya said, understand the wealth that we have. He says, Dharmaya yashaye arthaya kamaya swajanaya cha panchada vibajan vitham iha mutra na cha mudate iha mutra cha mudate. He said that the property, one's wealth, has to be divided into 5 parts. Okay, please understand. One's wealth, whatever the money that we have, has to be divided into 5 parts. And the first part should be spent for religious activities. Out of 5 part, 1 part should be spent on dharma. Dharma, whatever the dharma that one has to perform religiously, those things has to be done. The second part should be done for their reputation, social thing, whatever the reputation that brings them reputation. That is what they have to do it for. The third thing is opulence. They can buy car, they can buy home, they can have whatever they want to have. It's an opulence. Third. And the fourth is for enjoyment, for their own enjoyment, eating nice food or having some holiday vacation somewhere. It's all about sense enjoyment. Okay. This is Sukracharya's calculation. Okay. Number four is sense enjoyment. And the fifth is to maintain the family members, maintain oneself and maintain family members. So Sukracharya gave a formula to Bali Maharaj. Your salary should be divided into 5 parts. Spend it religion, reputation, for opulence, for your own enjoyment, and family member. This is how it has to be spent. This is how it has to be spent. Now, his point is, what he's trying to say is that Bali Maharaj said, well, that's what I'm doing. I'm giving charity in the name of dharma, religion. Then what is wrong? And Bali Maharaj, and Shukracharya has understood that Bali Maharaj understand that it's not a certain portion of your money is going to go away by giving to this boy. Everything will be taken away where you cannot perform reputation, you cannot have your opulences, you cannot enjoy your life, you cannot take care of your family. Everything will go away if you give anything to this boy. So do not give anything to this boy. Rupa Goswami, one of our Acharya in Gaudiya Sampradaya, he gives a different calculation, how one has to spend their money. 50% of your salary should be given to Krishna. Okay. 25% should be used for oneself. 25% should be used for family members. Right? That is how it has to be taken care. That's a calculation in detail. How it has to be done. It requires, certainly it requires some guidance from the seniors. What it means by 50% of your salary should be given to Krishna. Right? Those are detailed discussion. Many discussions happen on this topic. I just want to bring that point also. My point here is, if you are not even given as per the policy or the dharma, one has to give 50% of their salary as a charity to Krishna. Well, are we even giving 5% is the question, right? Are we even giving 5% is a question? Are we even giving 0.5% to Krishna from our salary is a bigger question. But this is all important because our whole entire Dharma Shastra is designed in such a way that we have to give. Who can give? Only the Grahasthas can give. A family person can give. Sannyasi cannot give. Brahmachari cannot give. Vanaprastha cannot give. They don't have a salary. Therefore, it's only the Grahasthas whose earnings money can give donation and charity to the temple. It is very important. A certain percentage of salary goes to a temple on a regular basis. This is a tradition, it's been followed for many years, many or different yugas. It is only now that it has become so very difficult that everyone have to go and beg for donation, beg for charity, give something. But it was not the case before. People wanted, because they feel it is their duty to give donation and charity to the temple for the good cause. So therefore, here, when these messages were given, and Sukracharya was also telling that, you know what, it's okay to not to give donation to this boy. Why? He says, you know why one should not? Even if you, take away whatever the promise you give, that is also fine. In 6 occasions, you can lie. This is what Sukracharya says. This is all Sukra Nidhi. Shukra Nidhi is another Nidhi where he has all this nice techniques over there to escape from situations. So he gives 6 reasons or 6 places where one can lie, cheat or lie. Strishu narma vivaheche, vritti arte prana sankate, go brahmana arte himsayam, nanritam syaj jugupshitam. He says that 6 places where one can lie. Number one is you can flatter a woman to be in her good books. Okay. In other words, what it means is in the husband and wife relationship, the husband can flatter his wife when they are together in their bedroom, and he can tell your face is like a moon, your eyes is like a star, your ears are like a beautiful nice ears, and you're charming. You can go on telling you're like a rose flower, and all those. None of those things are true. Everyone knows that. Even the speaker who's flattering his wife, he knows very well what does a flower look like and what does his wife look like. How does the moon look like? How does his wife's face looks like? Right? But the way that he praises and puts all this beautiful poem, nowhere it's true. But as per the dharma, the husband can speak such things to his wife in his bedroom. So it's not considered to be lie at all. Number one. Number two, for during the marriage, one can lie and get his daughter married. That is also accepted. There's nothing wrong in doing so. Number three, for in a business, a person who's running a business means you buy something, you buy you buy some object. It just cost you to make 50 cents. This mouse, just I don't know, it just make cost only to make entire thing to make 50 cents. But before it comes out of China to United States, this one becomes $25, right? We all know how it all works. From there to here, it changes to $25, right? And then on Thanksgiving, this will be reduced to $15. And we think, wow, I'm saving $10. But in reality, the entire thing to make this was maybe a $1. That's all. Really, that's how the whole business works. But in business, lies are accepted. One can lie. Number four, when one's life is in danger, one can lie. One life is in a really dangerous situation. If life is in a situation, one can lie. There's no problem in doing this. And to protect a cow, protect a culture of a tradition, one can lie. And to protect a person from the hands of enemy, one can lie. There are 6 places one can lie. Husband and wife relationship, husband can lie. And the marriage situation, for the marriage to successfully get ended, one can lie. During the business, one can lie. One's life is in danger, one can lie. To protect the cows and brahmanas, one can lie. To protect a person from the enemy's hand, one can lie. Therefore, your life is in danger, Bali Maharaj. Understand, your life is in danger. Therefore, there is no problem. Your promise can be broken. That's a point that Sukracharya is making here. You can break your promise because your life is in danger. So he's giving all these quotes from all the sastras and everything, right? So this is quite interesting. How people take things and interpret it as per their own wish choices to satisfy them theirself, right? This is how the people take. Even in Bhagavad Gita, sometimes people only take a particular sloka, even within the sloka, a particular line out of the sloka to justify what their thoughts and what their things are true, which is absolutely cannot be accepted. A word from Bhagavad Gita cannot be taken and justify something. It should not, one cannot take out of context. When you want to say something from Bhagavad Gita or for any scriptures for that matter, you have to have learned the entire book to quote and say something from that book. Otherwise, just throwing out slokas, throwing out things, and doing something is not a right way of. It is not a dharma. It is not good to do so. It is an injustice to the book, to the scriptures. Now, when Bali Maharaj heard all these wonderful, great things that from his guru, his own guru, then he started speaking. He said, "My dear Guru, Guruji, I am a grandson of Prahlad Maharaj, Maharaj Prahlad." Okay. So, what did children? What do you think when when Shukracharya, his guru, said, "Do not give charity to Vamana Deva, and it is okay to break the promise"? What do you think Bali Maharaj did? Did he said, "Okay, Guru, I will listen to you"? And what did he do that, or what did he do? Do you know?
He did
He
not.
did not break the promise.
He did not break the promise. Thank you. Thank you. You all know this so well. My God. So Bali Maharaj said, "Please excuse me. I am grandson of Prahlad. We never withdraw the promises that we make because of greed of money, because of keeping up this land that it'll go away, because of any of this thing. For us, character is important than anything else." Okay, children, everyone repeat this after me. Character is important than anything else. One, I want to hear everyone's voice here.
Character is important.
The character is important than
Okay,
anything.
very good. Where is Rukmini? I didn't hear her voice. Is she here? Okay. Now, character makes an important part. That is what has been told here by Bali Maharaj. He says that I can give up anything, but I cannot give up the character. Character plays a major role. And the promise that I made is important. But being a liar, I can kill myself. I'm ready to die, give up my life, but I cannot be a liar. Okay. Naham bibeme nirayan. He says, I do not fear of going to hell. I am not fear of being a poverty stricken person. I am not fearful of any distress that may come upon me, a ocean of distress. I am not fearful of downfall of my position. He goes to the extreme saying that he is not mrityur. He says that I'm not even fearful of my own death, but I'm fearful of cheating someone. You all got that message, children? Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
This is a very important point, that I'm not worried about going to hell. I'm not worried about whether I'll have money or I don't have money, whether I'll be happy or I don't be happy. I'm not fearful of anything. Whether I live or I'm going to die, I'm not fearful of that also. But I'm very, very fearful of cheating others. Do you all agree? Yes?
Prabhuji.
Yes. Therefore, cheating is not at all accepted by Bali Maharaj, who was an Asura. Just imagine, he's born as an Asura, and he is the one who's speaking all these things, right? Therefore, he also said that the money, the wealth, the property that I have, when I die, it's all going to go away. Look at this. He knows very well. Whatever I have now, everything will go away, irrespective of how the situation is. So it's going to go away after I die. If it is going to go away now, what difference does it make? What difference does it make? And he gives an example of Dadichi and Shibi. You all must remember in previous chapters and cantos, we saw the story of Dadichi, right? Who gave his own body, his life to Indra, to welfare of others. The Devatas needed help. Therefore, he gave his own life for the welfare of others. Shibit Chakravarti. Shibit Chakravarti was a great, great king. He was ready to give his own body flesh to save a small bird, pigeon, a small bird. He was ready to save a small bird. I am not being asked to give my life. My dear Guru, this boy is not asking my life. He is asking just 3 pieces of land. When Dadichi can give his life, when Shibi Maharaj can give his life, there are many, many great souls who are ready to give their life. What is the problem me giving 3 pieces of land to this boy? It is not life. It is not life that I have to give. All I have to give is just three pieces of land. And human life is meant for giving charity. It is not to be selfish to accumulate everything. More we accumulate. Accumulation is not a problem here. Bali Maharaj says, accumulation is not a problem. As you accumulate, or you also giving it to others who doesn't have, using it for dharma karya, dharma for the religious purpose, for uplifting the dharma, that is important. If you're not doing, only having money after accumulation after accumulation after accumulation of money, then it's further and further going to pull you down. Therefore, one has to give a charity. Charity makes a person to become more detached in life. Charity makes a person to get more wealth. This is another secret. Charity makes a person to get more wealth. Right? More you don't give, keep it to yourself. That is what you get. But when you give more, you get more. And therefore, we can see those who have a higher heart, right? Great heart. Krishna takes care of them very nicely by providing spiritual wealth as well as material wealth. They are all happy. People are happy. And we are going to see one story in the next canto as we enter in the ninth canto. A great, great personality who has everything, but he used everything in service of Krishna. Anyone wants to guess who that person is? Who was the emperor of entire planet, but he was very devoted to Krishna. He utilized every single thing in service of Krishna. Does anyone know who that is? Coming up in ninth canto? No?
Ambarish Maharaj.
Thank you, Mataji. Amrish Maharaj. Amrish. Therefore, the king was saying, Bali Maharaj was saying, whatever you are speaking, it doesn't make sense to me, my dear Guru. Everything that we have is ultimately belongs to God. Isha Vasham Idam Sarvam. Everything is under control of Krishna, God. If you are saying this boy is none other than Vishnu himself who has come in this form and is begging to me for 3 pieces of land, what more can I be happy about? This everything belongs to God. The God is coming and asking something to me, making me in a higher position, taking a lower position himself, and is asking me and is begging for 3 pieces of land. And you're saying that I should not give him? What type of instruction are you giving, my dear Guru? I'm going to not obey your order. I'm going to keep up my promise and I will proceed. Shukracharya became very, very, very angry. Very angry. Just imagine, if Bali Maharaj doesn't have money, how Shukracharya is going to get his tuition fees, right? His tuition fees will go away. He won't have a money. If Bali Maharaj doesn't have a place to live, what about his guru, Shukracharya? He will not have a place, he will not have a food, he will not have anything to drink, he will not have, and he won't be able to enjoy his life, his salary is cut, right? Everything is a problem from Shukracharya. So he is very concerned about his job. He's going to be laid off, including the employee. Not only employee is getting laid off, the employer is completely bankrupted. He's going to be bankrupted. Everything is shut down. Therefore, Sukracharya becomes very, very angry. He said, because you disobeyed me, you will be bereft of all the wealth of princes. I curse you. So he curses. So he curses Bali Maharaj that you will be out. You will be a pauper. You will be bereft of all the wealth. But Bali Maharaj did not even care about it. He didn't even worry about those things because he's ready to give up everything anyway. So he knows Vindhyavali, Bali Maharaj's wife, Vindhyavali, who was very nicely decorated, very nice. She also on the spot over there. Along with her, Bali Maharaj, because it's as per the Dharma Shastra, it is said when a person is doing a charity, he should have his wife also along when he is giving the charity to someone, right? Um, Now with his wife along, he gave the charity in the form of pouring the water and saying some mantras. He gave the charity of 3 pieces of land. It was not even a second after the last drop of water fell at the hand of Vamanadev to receive the charity. Immediately, immediately, unbelievably, everyone was astonished to immediately the small short boy become huge, extended, very huge. You cannot even find where his top is and where his bottoms are, where his foot. And of course, he was able to see it, but it was so big. It took such a huge form, very huge form. Vamana took a huge form, and then he said, "Thank you for the charity. Now I'm very pleased with your charity. As you promised, you had given me. Now let me take it." He placed his first step below, which means everything underneath was completely covered because his foot was no more this size. It was no more this size, right? It because he has extended, he becomes so big. His footstep, one footstep, was able to cover everything underneath. Everything was covered underneath. And then the second step, he raised his second step and placed up everything up. As he was placing his foot up, the foot was penetrating through different planetary system, passing through the different lokas and coming to Brahma Loka. And Brahma was just in his it was just in meditation, and then he was just opened his eyes. He was boom. He was just surprised to see swing. Something came right in front of his eyes. He was thinking, "What is this?" The footprint, footstep with nice, beautiful symbols on it, signs on it. Then he could understand this is the lotus feet of Vishnu. Then he took the kamandalu, water. You have to grab the opportunity of services whenever we get. We should not be waiting for someone to come and tell, Prabhuji, can you do this one? Mataji, can you do this one? It shouldn't be the case at all. Rather, people should wait for an opportunity to take up this, grab the service and do service. That should be the mood. That should be the enthusiastic mood is that Krishna is looking for. A person who is enthusiastically wanting to do service. Not that, oh my God, he's called me now during this COVID time. I don't know what I'm going to do now. Should I tell him that, I'm sick, I cannot come, I cannot do this one? Well, everyone understands how things are, right? So people are not going to be impractical. Therefore, it is important to understand that let me serve Krishna. This is out of thousands of people who are in the world. I've been given this opportunity to come and serve Krishna. I should be so blessed. What an opportunity for me. That's how one should be enthusiastically, eagerly, and waiting for opportunity to grab and do service for Krishna. Brahmaji was like that. Brahmaji was not doing a Google search or trying to see, is this been this foot that is came here is sanitized or it is wearing. He didn't get into the details. He understood this is an opportunity standing right in front of my eyes. Foot of lotus feet of Vishnu. He took the kamandalu and started pada puja. He started washing the feet, bathing the feet of Vishnu with a lot of beautiful prayers, and he becomes so very ecstatic. And that water which has been washed the feet of Vishnu's lotus feet is nothing other than the Ganges that is flowing in this world. The water that takes different forms. Ramayana gives the details of this story, but the water that comes different forms, Mandakani in different places, and then different places, and finally it comes here. When it comes to the earth, it is called as Mother Ganga, Ganges. So that is how Ganga is purifies. Ganga herself is not very special. Ganga is special because it is nothing but the water that washed the feet of Trivikrama, Vamanadev, Vishnu. That is how she became so pure to purify and remove the sins of everyone else. So Brahmaji, after washing, then his prayers, the foot was going up and everything on the top was covered. Everything was covered. And all the devatas and everyone was just wondered with, stuck with wonder. And they were just amazed to see this one. At that point of time, now Vishnu, how many steps are covered so far?
2, Prabhuji.
2. Very good. You're keeping the count, right? Very good. 1 step down, 1 step up. So, how much left?
1.
1 more left. What am I going to do? I covered the entire top, entire bottom is also over. 1 more step, as per your promise, is still pending. You failed to keep up your promise. Bhali Maharaj, you didn't keep up your promise. You are under arrest. Because you couldn't keep up your promise, you are under arrest. So Garuda came with a rope, Varuna, a rope. He tied. I wish I put that's a beautiful painting. Maybe Ravi Prabhu can do a quick Google search and pull that picture painting. Bali Maharaj being arrested, right? He was just arrested like this on the spot over there. As soon as this happened, all the asuras, they become wild, they become angry. They couldn't tolerate their leader, Bali Maharaj, is being treated like this. And moreover, they all started speaking, saying that this is not fair. This is not fair. Right? You say, Prabhu, I mean, you come to someone's place and say, can I get something to eat? And the person says, yeah, you can eat, bring your plate and you can eat. Yeah. So the person comes, and then he not only brings a plate, he brings big bowl, very big bowl, and additional containers, Ziploc and everything, and then he's ready to take. I said, well, you said you're hungry, you want to eat. Yeah, I am hungry. I'm hungry. You said you'll give. Yeah, I said I will give you, but what is all this? You said you will give, therefore I have all the empty containers. Give me everything. Is it not cheating? Likewise, this boy came saying that he wants 3 pieces of land which is measurable to his feet, it is foot, right? But then that time when you agreed, he was this much. That size was only this much. Now he has become so big, and therefore what he asked before cannot be applied now. It's totally cheating. It's a cheating game. This is not accepted. Therefore, the Asuras became so very angry and they were ready to march and fight with the Devatas. They went, not Devatas, with, yeah, of course, with the Devatas and all the others. And they were ready to go and kill Vamana Dev. Can you imagine? They were ready to go and kill Vamana, that boy. He was no more boy now. He's grown up, big. So they were ready to go and chop off Vamana. At that point of time, Nanda, Sunanda, Jaya, Vijaya, Prabala, Bhala, Kumuda, there are many, many Vaikunta Vasis. Right? We only very often hear about Jaya and Vijaya. There are many more. Garuda is included. Jaya, there's one Vaikunta personality called Vishwakshena, Shrutadeva, Pushpadanda, Nanda, Sunanda, Prabhala, Bhala, Kumuda, many, many, so many are there. They all came and they start killing all these asuras. They came and started killing asuras. Bali Maharaj immediately turned and told, stop this. Do not fight. Stop. He told to his soldiers, do not fight anymore. Stop fighting immediately. And everyone dropped their weapons. They're not happy, but they follow the instruction of Bali Maharaj. They all stopped at that point. And then Bali Maharaj said, I would never fail the word that I gave. I've given my word that I'll give you 3 pieces of land and I will still give you. And everyone were wondering, what are they talking about? Pretty much everything is taken away. The top is gone, bottom is gone. Where is the place left? There's nothing is left. What is he going to give now? What happened to him? He became a mad person. Bali Maharaj said, you can place your 3rd step on my head. That's what he said. You can place on my head. And when he said, Vamanadev, the Supreme Lord, became very pleased and very happy. The flowers from the sky started showering upon even the Vamanadev as well as Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj completely surrendered himself. Bali surrendered his life at the lotus feet of Krishna. And Prahlad Maharaj appeared over there. His grandfather Prahlad, he also appeared over there. He started praising Vamanadev, the Supreme Lord. My dear Lord, you are the one who gave him all these opulences that he has. And now you are the one who's taking away everything from him. It's all your blessings. Whether you give or whether you take away, it's all your blessings. So my grandson Bali has been blessed by you. What does he needs? You are his well-wisher. Therefore, he is been blessed by you. Please accept him as your devotee. Bless him. What is more important than life? This body is going to go away automatically. How much ever we try to work hard to keep ourselves in this body, well, we keep hearing news after news after news after news every single day that people are dying. So what is the use of this material body, which is going to leave us one day? What is the use of this family members, wife, children, grandchildren? They are all going to go away one day. What's the use of them? What's the use of any wealth that we have? Everything is going to go away. The family, the home, the country, the community, everything is going to go away. No value to anything. The only value that we all have to work hard to earn is your bhakti, devotion. If we have you in our side, then everything else, whether we have or we don't have, doesn't really matter. Bhakta Prahlad was saying all these things. It is out of your mercy that my grandson has been blessed by you. Blessed by you. You see everyone equally, my Lord. Therefore, You have treated my grandson equally also by giving and by taking. He says this one. And Vindhyavali is the wife of Bali Maharaj. She comes and also prays to the Lord. Beautiful praise. Each and every slokas in Bhagavatam can be spent quite a bit of time. Very in our ISKCON temple, it's not the way that how we are doing Bhagavatam now. In our ISKCON temple, every day morning Bhagavatam class, they only take one sloka from Bhagavatam, and the speaker speaks for an hour on that. They are qualified speaker, they can speak, they have so much to share. Much I don't. So what we are doing here is, in a story format, because each and every sloka is so powerful. It has so much depth, and the width is also so much. We can learn so many things with these things over here. After all this wonderful thing, Vamanadev was very pleased. Then he said, "My dear Bali, I really am very, very impressed and pleased by your tolerance, by your surrendering nature. Therefore, I give you heavenly planet. You will be the king of heavenly planet during the period of a Manu called Savarni." There are 14 Manus we saw. I think we saw. One of the Manu in the future is going to be Savarni. During this period, you will be the king of heaven. You will be the king of heaven. Until that point, I give you another place called Suthala. There are different, there are 14 planetary systems, and one of the planetary system is called Suthala. You go reside there and rule that place, Suthala. And that Suthala will be protected by me personally. I will personally guard that place, Suthala. And that place will be free of any bodily miseries. People won't be having any fatigue, dizziness, no defect, no disease. People won't be disturbed. They will be happy in Sutala. You can go live there peacefully until the time comes where you will be a king of heaven. And Bali Maharaj happily accepted this. And then everyone departed to their respective place. Bali Maharaj, with full of tears in his eyes, seeing the Supreme Lord, how much he's been blessed, in the same mood and consciousness that he carried, he left the place and went to Sutala over there. And the Lord also, as he promised, became the guardian of Sutala to protect Bali Maharaj. And we also, at this point, end the story of Bali Maharaj surrendering to Krishna, how he gave his life. He was ready to give his life to keep up his promise to Krishna. We don't need to give our life, at least we can give whatever we can to the max to Krishna. Krishna is not asking all of our lives here. He is asking our love and devotion in the way we can exhibit, we can show to him. So today is a very auspicious day, Deepavali. Deepavali means, Deepa means lamp, light, a lamp. Vali means a series, sequence or series. A series of lamp kept together is called Deepavali. Light represents many things that as we know. Light means removal of darkness. When we light lamp, the darkness within our heart, whatever the darkness, that is nothing but the ignorance, will be gone away. So on this very special day, Deepavali, please light lamp at your homes, inviting Krishna as a light in our life. As Krishna himself says in Bhagavad Gita, he is light. He shines as a knowledge to remove the darkness which is born of ignorance. He removes it. Therefore, this is an opportunity to pray to Krishna to remove the darkness of ignorance that we have and enlighten us with spiritual knowledge. Our life becomes lightful, meaningful, joyful. We all can happily serve Krishna. So, festival, Utsava, this is called Utsav. Utsav means to remove the miseries and be happy in our life. So, let's be happy and happily enjoy this Deepavali, this day, with families and friends remotely and within family together nicely, and thank Krishna and invite Krishna as a light in our heart to remove the ignorance. So cultivate knowledge through all these different means that we have so that we can please Krishna and return back to Krishna. Wish you all a wonderful, happy Deepavali to you, your family members, and friends. We have 7 minutes left, 6 minutes left. As I was saying, seven, it's already 6 minutes. In the 6 minutes, we are quickly going to do Damodara Ashtakam, being an auspicious day. So let's do Damodara Ashtakam. I'm requesting Shivangi Mataji to do the Damodara Ashtakam. I'm sorry we don't have much time to discuss, encourage questions at this point, but we will take up the questions next class, if that is all okay with you. Shivangi Mataji, can you get ready and share? And Ravi Prabhu, can you share the verses on the screen so that everyone can sing along? Once again, happy Deepavali. And one last thing before you all drop. One last thing. Tomorrow is Govardhan Puja. We are doing Govardhan Puja celebration online, and we have already sent emails. Ashok Prabhu will send a notification in our WhatsApp and as well as in our email. So please join us. It's tomorrow at 4:30, which completely a lot of children activities and pujas and auctions and many, many things. So kindly forward this to your friends and you also participate actively in the program. We need your support. Happy Deepavali, happy Govardhan Puja, happy Govardhan Puja, Go Puja, happy Lakshmi Puja. Many, many things are there on this particular. It's a very, very auspicious day, today and tomorrow. In fact, this whole month, Kartik month, Damodar month, is fully packed with auspicious occasions. So please take advantage of this one. Thank you and Hare Krishna. We only have 5 minutes now. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
All yours. Thank you.
Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasatkundalam Gokule Vrajamanam Ishwaram
Anandarupam
Sachidanandarupam
Lasatkundalam Gokule Vrajamanam
Yashodabhiyolukhalabdhavamanam Paramrishtamadhyantatoddritagopya
Yashodadhiyonukaladhavamanam Paramrishtam Atyantato Drutagopya
Rudantam muhurnetrayugmam rijantam Karambojayugmena satankanetram
Rudantam Muhurnetrayugmam Rijantam Karambhojayugmena Satankanetram
Muhuswasakam patrirekhankakantha Sitagraivam damodaram bhaktivadam
Muhusvasakam Patre Rekhankakantha Titagraivam Damodaram Bhaktibadham
इति दृक्ष्वलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तम् आख्यापयन्तम्
लीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तम् आख्यापयन्तम्
तदीयेषिताकेषु भक्तिर्जिता त्वम् पुनः प्रेमतस्तं शतावृत्ति वन्दे
हरिकेशितन्नेषु भक्तिर्जिता त्वम् पुनः प्रेमतस्तं सप्तवृत्तिवन्दे
वरं देवमोक्षं न मोक्षवदिं वा न चान्यं वृणेऽहं वरेशादपीह
वरं देवमोक्षं न मोक्षवतिं वा न चैनं प्रियेऽहं वरेशदापीह
इदं देव पूर्णाथ गोपालबालम् सदा मे मनस्य विरस्तं किमन्ये
इदं ते गोपालबालम् सदा मे मनस्य विरसं किमन्ये
इदं ते मुखाम्भोजम् अत्यन्तनीले वृतं कुन्तलैः सिक्तरक्तस्य गोप्या
इदं ते मुखाम्भोजम् अत्यन्तनीले वृतं कुण्ठलैः स्निग्धरक्तस्य गोप्या
मुहुश्चुम्बितं बिम्बारक्ताधरं मे मनस्या विरास्तमलं लक्षलाभे
मोहोश्चुम्बिता बिम्ब
रक्ताधरं मे मनस्या विरक्तं लक्षलाभे
नमो देवदामोदर अनंत विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःख जलधिमग्नम्
नमो देवदामोदरानन्द विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजलाभिमग्नम्
कृपा दृष्टि विष्यति दिनं वतानो गृहाणे क्षमामाज्ञा मे दक्षिदृश्या
कृपाभिरस्यातिदीनां ग्रहणे क्षमामज्ञामे दीक्षदृश्य
कुबेरात्मजौ बद्धमूर्तिव यद्वत् त्वया मोचितो भक्तिभाजौ कृतौ च
कुबेरात्मजौ बाधमृतैव यद्वत् त्वया मोचितौ भक्तिभाजौ कृतौ च
तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकामे प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मे स्थिदामुदरेह
तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकामे प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मे दामोदरेह
नमस्तेस्तु दाम्ने स्फुरदीप्तिधाम्ने त्वदीयदरायाथ विश्वस्य धाम्ने
नमस्तेस्तु दाम्ने स्फुरदीप्तिधाम्ने त्वदीयोदरायाथ विश्वस्य धाम्ने
नमो राधिकाय त्वदीयप्रियाय नमो नन्तलीलाय देवाय तोभ्यम्
नमो राधिकाय त्वदीयाय प्रियाय नमो नन्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम्
नमो राधिकाय त्वदीय प्रियाय नमो नन्तलीलाय देवाय तोभ्यम्
नमो राधिकाय
त्वदीयाय प्रियाय नमो नन्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम्
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे हरे
Hare
हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
श्री श्री राधा दामोदर भगवान की
Jai.
जय
Thank you so much. So we'll just take 2 minutes to read this translation. Please, whoever wants to, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Please go
Can
ahead.
I read the translation?
Sarvari, please go ahead.
To the Supreme Controller, who possesses an eternal form of blissful knowledge, whose glistening earrings swing to and fro, who manifests himself in Gokula, who stole the butter that the gopis kept hanging from the rafters of their storerooms, and who then quickly jumped up and ran in retreat in fear of Mother Yashoda, but was ultimately caught, to that Supreme Lord, Sri Damodara, I offer my humble obeisances.
Upon seeing his mother's whipping stick, he cried and rubbed his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes were fearful and his breathing quick. And as Mother Yashoda bound his belly with ropes, he shivered in fright, and his pearl necklace shook. To the Supreme Lord, Sri Damodar, I offer my humble obeisance.
Please, someone, keep going.
Those super excellent pastimes of Lord Krishna's baby who drowned the inhabitants of Gokula in the pools of ecstasy, to the devotees who are attracted only to his majestic aspect of Narayana in Vaikuntha. Lord herein reveals, I am conquered and overwhelmed by pure devotion. To the Supreme Lord Damodara, my obeisances hundreds and hundreds of times.
O Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of benedictions, I do not pray to you for liberation, nor eternal life in Vaikuntha, nor any other boon. My only prayer is that your childhood pastimes may constantly appear in my mind. O Lord, I do not even want to know your future of Paramatma. I simply wish that your childhood pastimes may ever be enacted in my heart.
Oh Lord, the cheeks of your blackest lotus face, which is encircled by locks of curling hair, have become and reddened like bimba fruit due to Mother Yashoda's kisses. What more can I describe than this? Millions of opulences are of no use to me, but may this vision constantly remain in my mind.
O unlimited Vishnu, O Master, O Lord, be pleased upon me. I am drowning in an ocean of sorrow and almost like a dead man. Please shower the rain of mercy on me, uplift me and protect me from your nectarine vision.
House. Prabhuji,
Anirudh, please read, Anirudh.
Oh Damodar, Damodara, in your form as a baby, Mother Yashoda born you to a grinding stone with a rope for tying cows. You then freed the sons of Kuwaira Manigreva and Nalakuera, who were cursed to stand as trees, and you gave them the chance to become your devotees. Please bless me in the same way. I have no desire for liberation into your effulgence.
O Lord, the entire universe was created by Lord Brahma, who was born from your abdomen, which was bound with the rope by Mother Yashoda. To this rope I offer my humble obeisances. I offer my humble obeisances to your most beloved Srimati Radharani in your unlimited pastimes.
Sri Radha Damodar ki.
Jai.
Wonderful. Thank you all very much. Nice. Everyone participated, and children, you all read very nicely. Thank you. And for others, today it was quite a busy morning, so I couldn't send today's sloka, Bhagavad Gita sloka. I'll be working on it and we'll send it sooner. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Happy Diwali.
Happy Deepavali.
Happy Diwali, Prabhuji.
Hare
Happy
Krishna.
Deepavali and Hare
Diwali,
Krishna.
Prabhuji.